government is saying as a continuation of what a lot of people perceive as a failure government of Buhari, and that there is no break, that this is just a continuation.
I think if the Buhari administration, if the judgment is that the Buhari administration had failed, we will not have a country right now. We will not have had a successful election.
So Buhari government did not fail?
The Buhari government came on. Every government comes on. You deal with the issues. You give your best. No government is able and has been able to solve all the challenges of any country. For me, the Buhari government came on, just like the Obasanjo government came, just like the Yar'Adua government, the Jonathan government. They met challenges. They prioritized the challenges they were going to confront. They put in their best. Their best maybe oftentimes might not have been enough. You know, when some of these problems, they take a long time. So they did what they
This
could
government
do.
said it met an economy that was run aground. That was the Buhari government that ran this economy aground.
So, like I said, every government comes in, you don't solve all the problems. No country also progresses without taking loans. The question is, what did you use the loans for? When a new government comes in, you have a right to reset your priorities. You have a right to say, we are going to continue with this. We are going to review this. And that's what we've seen. Saying, we will continue with this, we will not do this. Every government will fall on his own sword based on his performance. But there is no silver bullet anywhere that a president will come on with his team. They will solve the entire problems of that country and move on. Look at when Biden was there. It was like the best thing in town after ice cream is Biden. Now, Trump is there and he's exhuming so many things. But while Biden was there, he did some good work, but he couldn't solve all the problems. And that's the way governance is. In wrapping up is, you look at it, 10 being the highest and 1 and 0 being the lowest. How would you rate this government in the last 2 years that you served under? That's a trick question.
Yeah. I'm giving you an easy, for you to mark.
So I'm with my full chest from a vintage position. And I'm going to just back this up from a very vintage position. First, as a journalist, an investigative journalist of over 3 decades, I've also interrogated the problems of Nigeria over time from an intellectual perspective. I've written about it. I've read reports about developments in this country, various sectors, in comparison to how other countries. For instance, I read what other countries, when they removed subsidy, why they had to remove subsidy, what happened after subsidy. Some countries, it took 4 years before they were able to really stabilize and make sure the cost of living comes down. Because the laws of economics will not change because it's Nigeria. This country, before this country, 5 other countries have removed subsidy. And when you read the story, it took 3 to 4 years before they were able to bring down the cost of living, but a constant effort at addressing those challenges. So my point is, I also haven't been part of a previous government as a minister. And with what I've seen in just 2 years, the production, the ideas, the initiatives, the even some of the results we're seeing, and to couple it up, the boldness and courage. You know, it's only the person who stands in the arena and is facing the board that knows what is up. You have a president who knows, look, no more Band-Aid. Let's have a surgery. I will comfortably, as we hit the half mark, I will comfortably give the administration 6.5. With the benefit of the doubt that with another 2 years ahead of us, some of this impact, the results we're expecting, will begin to manifest.
So you rate this government 6.5 over 10?
Absolutely.
In performance?
Yes.
Let me finalize by asking you, do you want to be governor of your state?
Another trick question. Sean, right now, I am focused on the assignment I've been given. And why? I think that the question of, or the issue of public communication of public engagement, of communicating government policies, of making sure that the people understand what government is doing, but also getting feedback to the government. I think that assignment is very critical.
So the ambition,
that is a role.
The ambition of your governor is off.
Is in abeyance for now.
So 2027, you don't have the intention of becoming governor?
No, I do not.
Who will you be supporting?
Well, it depends when we hold the primaries.
Adelabu seems to have shown interest.
Adelabu is just one of the candidates. From what I've read, I am abreast. I know more than 11 other people who are interested in the governorship of Oyo State, and most of them are also from the APC. So the best is you wait. They do campaigns. They'll move around. Someone must pick up the party ticket. If Adelabu picks up the APC party ticket, I will support him.
Do you think that the Ibadan should have it this time around?
You know, that's a whole huge debate. It's not a question I can answer, but let me tell you, simply put, when you have a particular part of the state producing governors for over 22 years, and the other component parts are there, equally politically strong, Okiogun, Ogbomoso, maybe Ibarapa, you will expect that at some point there will be a contest. And in 2027, we're going to see that contest come up. Of course, everybody will get an equal opportunity. You can't deny Ibadan because they've been there 22 years. They produce governors. So for the Ogbomoso zone, for the Okiogun zone, they will have to get their political acts together. They will have to mobilize. They will have to show some level of political superiority in ideas and organization and mobilization to be able to dislodge. But I think that, for me, I think it's time for that to move around. That governorship thing is time for it to move around.